Hey guys, Carl from Adventuresome Research. Had a lot of questions about my new escape lever for the back hatch, so I just kind of wanted to walk you guys through briefly how to remove this panel and kind of what you'll need to get it reconfigured and installed and looking fresh and functioning good. In the description I'll put a link to the hatch that I purchased. If you buy it through that link, then I get a kickback for that. If you don't, then I don't, and I don't care about that either way. My wife just makes me do all that because she's in digital marketing, and so I don't get to buy it if I don't try to make money off of it. So if you guys want to support me, then you can do that, or you can just send me cash. I don't care either way. So let's get to it. This part here is pretty straightforward. You can use just like a key or something to take this kind of fake screw out. Make sure and keep that, because you'll probably want to put it back in. I take this out. I don't know if you have to or not, but the next part is just kind of prying around. There's tons of other videos and stuff for this too. So if this method doesn't work for you, just watch one of the other ones. I'll tell you how to do it as well. Now, one of the shortcomings that I created for myself is I cut the cable short for my handle, and it's probably not going to have a lot of room to see what I've got here. So, okay, so this is the lever mechanism that your normal handle pulls. You can see that moving. What I did is I took a screw with a few washers and a nut and put that on my new cable, and that is what goes to the latch, which kind of runs back up here. You can see this is the cable that then runs into the new handle. Now what I did is I cut it to length, and I would advise not doing that, because that cable stuffed up in there is not going to create any other issues, and it gives you plenty of room to get it connected with the panel still kind of dangling. You can see that mine will probably not come off a lot further than that, so without putting too much stress on everything. So I took 2 pieces of stock pine 1x4 or poplar maybe, and put them on the sides of my opening, clamped them down, used liquid nails to secure them, and then I am able to actually screw into those pieces of wood, and it kind of just gives it a better fit. It could be a lot better, but unfortunately that is the way it is right now. As far as how I cut the hole out, you can still see my kind of basic measurement tick marks over here. I just kind of measured with the handle loose the inside of this on the opposite side, and honestly just kind of sketched it out on there freehand until it looked good, and then I took a jigsaw to it and cut it out. You could use a Dremel or an oscillating tool or anything that makes it that much easier for you, or whatever you have on hand. You could honestly use a drill bit. If you just went around it, it would just take a lot longer. With the panel dropped, you can actually see from this back side where this handle normally goes, right in here, where everything connects, and so you kind of have the back side that you can access to connect your cable crimp or whatever you're using to attach on the end of that cable from this side, and again from back in this way. And then you can kind of see that is the other handle hole on the other side there. So I think, okay, so I got this thing tightened up. You want the cable tie, however you crimp it on there, to be as close to the mechanism as possible so that you don't run the risk of it pulling through or not being able to be tight enough to where it can actually operate the lever. So you want to get it as close to that mechanism as you can. Obviously this is not the most beautiful thing in the world, but I'm hoping that it gives me years of enjoyment, and I hope that it helps you and lets you achieve your inside handle dreams. Just one other quick note, all of these pins that are in here, these little clippies, you want to make sure that those are not stuck in the holes that they go in, because they slide into the panel first and then snap into the holes. So just make sure that if they're stuck in your holes, that you just pop those out, slide them back into their little grooves, and then pop them back in. If you guys have any questions, definitely let me know. And again, I'll have a link to the handle in the description. You'll be able to get that. It's super cheap, and it comes with the cable and pole already mounted on it. You may be able to make that work depending on your application. So let me know if it worked for you.